everybody, today I'm going to be filming a favourites video because I do one of those at the end of every single month, and this is obviously going to be my March favourites because it's the end of March. And as you can see, I've got ginormous nails, like ginormous, but I thought they looked kind of nice with this jumper and, you know, all the products and stuff. But yeah, not very practical at all, but you know, let's move on from that. So I've got kind of a random collection of items and I'm just going to talk you through why I've been liking them this month. So let's start with makeup. So the first thing is not really a makeup product, but it is a makeup applicator, and this is an oval brush, and this is basically from Primark. And if you've seen the whole video that I did testing out this brush, then you'll know my opinions from then. I have got much better opinions now. After that video I tried it and I was like, I'm not entirely sure. It kind of feels sort of like quite hard after a while with foundation on it, but I've actually started to realise that I really like it, and I like it for the fact that when you blend it in, it doesn't make your foundation look cakey at all. I know that quite a lot of people won't like this brush for the fact that it kind of gets rid of some of the foundation, which means that your, I don't know, coverage is not as full, and some people won't like that and they won't get on with it. And I can probably only use this like 3 times before the foundation cakes it up so much that I have to give it a good old wash, and we'll talk about washing brushes in a minute. But yeah, it's still a favourite because I like to have that sort of foundation look where it doesn't look too cakey, and I know that sometimes it does, but when I use this brush it doesn't. So really like that, and I do need to wash it. Talking about applicators, I've got a couple more to talk about. These sponges here are also from Primark, and I bought them at the exact same time. This one I use for foundation, and what I do is I put the whole thing in a glass of water, let it soak in for a while, and then I rinse it out, and it's nice and spongy and sort of quite, I don't know, moist to apply your foundation with. I then put my foundation on my face and just start to blend it in, and it honestly does exactly the same thing as this brush. It makes the coverage of it a little bit less than full, and it basically makes your skin look so much more smoother, and it makes it look more natural. And I've been really liking that at the minute, you know, kind of going for a little bit less foundation, and I like that fact about it. So it's really easy to use. And this one here I actually use to apply powder with, and I basically just put it into my Natural Collection powder and then sort of pat it onto my face like that. And what it does is it means that more powder, a significant amount more powder goes onto this than it does onto a normal brush, which means that you get sort of more of a matte finish. I have oily skin, and that means that throughout the day I do need to top up on powder, and I know that if I use this to top up my powder, it will keep me matter for longer, if you know what I mean, and not too oily. Now I've got some more makeup products to talk about because I love makeup in general, and the first one is something I don't think I've mentioned on my channel before, and it is also from Primark. It literally looks like I shop for my makeup from Primark, but I really don't. Like, these are the only things I've probably got for makeup from Primark, but I really like it. And this is the brow kit from Primark, and there's 3 shades in there. There's actually a lighter shade and a darker shade, and there's also a waxy one here. And I basically dip my brush into the wax, and then I go into the darker shade and I apply it onto my eyebrows like that. And then the lighter shade I sort of put on the inner corner, and that just means that I get eyebrows like this, and it's so much easier to sculpt them. So you're using the wax, it makes them more defined than if you were just using the powder on its own, and I really like the brush that I use as well with that. Now I'm talking about something that I never thought I would ever talk about as a favourite, because I never believed in setting sprays ever. I thought, what the hell is the point in a setting spray? You know, it probably doesn't set anything, it probably doesn't do anything. This here is the Maybelline Superstay 24 makeup looking setting spray. Did I just say makeup looking? I meant makeup locking setting spray. And basically I got given this for Christmas from my mum, and I just gave it a little try out, and I wasn't, you know, like that skeptical. I thought, oh, you know, we'll give it a good go. And after using it for quite a long time now, I actually know what this does for my face. When, like today, when I've got quite dry, not dry skin, but when my skin's not as oily as it usually is, and when it's not like glowing like it usually is, I like to, after I've applied my makeup, use this product here, and that means that my makeup will look way more glowy. If you're the kind of person that likes your makeup to look glowy and dewy and you've probably got dry skin or something, then go for a setting spray, because it doesn't just set your makeup in, it makes you look really quite, I don't know, refreshed, nice. It makes you look more or less matte, and I know that kind of counteracts the powder that I use, but I like to use both of them and sort of balance it out so there's a nice sort of dewy but also matte balance there. So yeah, and I'm not sure how much this costs, but yeah, it's quite good. Okay, now I'm going to talk about something that I've probably spoken about at least once, maybe twice, and this is the Soap and Glory lip gloss, and this is literally so good. Now, I went through a phase where I loved matte lipsticks. I would buy loads of matte lipsticks and they were just kind of my thing that I really liked. Well, now I'm really into a normal lipstick and then popping some of this gloss over the top to make it shine even more. I think when it gets into the spring, summer kind of months, you kind of want your makeup to look a little bit more kind of, I don't know, a little bit glossy and glowy rather than being quite matte, and I just think it's really nice. It does make my lips tingle when I put it on, and I'm not entirely sure yet, even though I've used it a lot, whether that is a good thing or not, but I don't know, I like it. So I thought I'd include that in, even though I've probably included it in before, so I do apologise. Now, kind of a makeup thing, but this is my makeup brush washer, and basically what you do is, I think this is from Real Techniques, my mum bought it from Real Techniques, and you put your hand through it just like that, and then you get said brush or beauty sponge, and I basically put it into a little pot with warm water in and either some like shampoo, or I have previously had some makeup remover, like cleaner, not makeup remover, makeup brush cleaner, and soak it in there, put it on here, make a good brush around. As you can see on it, there is bigger bits here, there's smaller bits and even smaller bits, so perfect like surfaces and perfect textures for washing your brushes. Because of the different textures, it means it accesses all different areas of the brush, and it means that it cleans it really, really thoroughly, and it also doesn't damage your hand, because, you know, before I had this, I would wash it onto my hand and I would, you know, obviously you'll be drying out your hand, you'll be damaging it. Now I'm going to be mentioning a no, sorry. I'm going to be mentioning I'm going to be mentioning a fragrance. I nearly said it again then. A fragrance. And I've probably mentioned this before, but shut up. And this is from French Connection, and it's literally so nice. I get so many compliments on this here, but it smells really good. So yeah, I don't know how much it costs, but it's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Now, two lovely little shampoo and conditioners here. This, oh, it's all wet because I got it from the shower. This is a shampoo, this is conditioner. They look identical. I believe they're from Poundland, though correct me if I'm wrong, if you know, but they are only £1 each. And I first of all tried the conditioner, which is this one here, and I was absolutely amazed. I did not know it was from Poundland until afterwards, until my mum told me afterwards, and it made my hair so soft, like the softest it's ever been ever, and I was like so happy. But at the same time I was a little bit worried, because I thought, well, it's probably expensive, so my mum probably won't buy it again. But it turns out it's actually really cheap and really good. Moroccan argan oil extract, and it nourishes and moisturises hair, leaving it smooth and healthy. It definitely gives your hair moisture. It's so, so soft. Don't know much about the shampoo because, you know, it's just there to clean, but the conditioner is very good. Excellent. And I could not wait to include this in because I love the packaging as well. So, you know, thumbnail. Woo! Next thing is a skincare product, the Tea Tree and Witch Hazel Cleanser and Toner, and it says daily on it, and yes, I do use it daily. This is a very key part of my skincare routine. I like to use this every day because now I actually have figured out what it does. I put it on and I instantly, as soon as I put it on, I feel like my skin is kind of a little bit drier. Okay, a little bit drier, but also kind of sealed and a little bit tighter, which to me means that it's kind of targeting my spots, and that's how I feel myself. I don't know whether this is me telling myself this to make me feel better, but this is what I feel. And then I go over the top with a moisturiser and I add that moisture back in. But again, it's like getting that balance between a little bit dry, a little bit moisturised, and I think it complements it so well. Okay, now I was going to talk about a few YouTubers, but I might do that next month where I can really talk about them properly. So I'll do that next month. So this is the end of my favourites video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you liked seeing what I've been talking about. And remember to give the video a little like for my gigantic nails. Look at that. Oh my god, that looks actually quite weird. Yeah, and please leave a comment down below for any particular reason. So yeah, see you in my next one. Bye! And see you next month for another one. Meow! Meow!